My name is Abigail Krasutsky, or Abby Krasutsky. I'm a senior, and I'm a studio art major with a museum studies minor. I've mostly painted like all 4 years that I've been here, but recently I've been taking a look into photography. Ever since I did my photography class in Philly X, I had a really, really fun time with it. So, I kind of felt like I had to paint for this final thing, just because that's what I've done all 4 years. But I'm really into photography right now, so that's what I've been mostly working with. I think I'm going to focus on the portraits I take and kind of the conversations that I have with people, and varying throughout people who are my close friends, or all the way to people who work here that I don't really come in contact with, and seeing how those vary. So definitely going to focus on the photography portrait aspect, and maybe an accompanying video or something like that. I go into most of my work without really much, I don't know if meaning is the right word, but I kind of paint it because, this is what I'm interested in, or I'll photograph it because this is what I'm focused on doing. And through that, and the conversations that I have with people through critiques, or just what they say to me throughout there, I kind of build meaning off of that.
Okay, so do you find that you develop your artwork or series of art through the feedback of others?
Yeah. So most of this work, except for these 2 pieces, are studies or work from old classes, like figure drawing, or just the more basic level courses you take as an art major. This one was the first project I did in the pre-capstone class, and I'd say that's also kind of where I came up. I realized more conceptually what my art was kind of about. And then we moved on to this wall, and these are all from last semester's class, and this is when I kind of started getting really interested in the human body and the face and stuff like that.
Let me go through camera guys, and I'm gonna punch it.
Yep. Hi, Abby.
Hey.
So the work is finished and it's behind you.
Yep.
Do you feel like it was a success? Are you happy with how it turned out? This is a super different direction from when we last talked. So
Yeah.
Maybe if you want to talk about how you decided on this project.
It was definitely a different direction. I'm really happy with how it came out, especially because I think I was pushing myself towards painting when I just really wasn't into it, when I just really wanted to take pictures. And in the process of recording, the process of taking the photos, I knew I wanted to incorporate, the words in there, and it's not in there now because I'm projecting it, but that's what I used all the spaces for. I recorded the process of all the photos I took, and the words that people said throughout them. So when the projector's on, in the spaces of areas, I have some of the lines that people have said, awkward, or what do I do with my hands, or I'm not used to this. I chose my favorites, and they helped me choose their favorites, and I wanted some of them to be uncomfortable and serious, but then others I wanted them to be almost in action but not blurry, you could see the emotion that they were feeling at the moment, because I wanted to take from those 2 sides, that large spectrum of just being comfortable in front of the camera, but also being super uncomfortable, and then just having fun and laughing. So I think when I'm home, I'll definitely be taking photography a step further and trying to just learn more and broaden my horizons with that.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
It was great talking to you.
Yeah, great. It was great. That was.